Hey everyone. So, I know it's been a while since I've actually put out a video because I missed a week update from my school last week. Um, Real quick, if you're curious at all about that, it was all about JavaScript components um, and constructing things using components and subcomponents and things of that nature. But anyway, the reason I've been a little bit behind on making videos and slow at putting these things out is we've actually reached the end of our first real big section, which is UI and UX, and we've this last week did the UI UX project week, where we were basically given design files and a style guide and a list of MVP requirements, which for those of you who don't know, that is minimum viable product, and that's basically what so Lambda, the school, is basically coming to each student, and it's like they're your client, and they have these MVP features that they want for their architect website here, and they need those done to demo to some investors to get some money. So it's my job to make sure that at least those MVP features are met, and as well they gave us a list of different extra features basically that they would like to see implemented if we have time. So this is now Friday. The project's technically supposed to be due tomorrow because it's 1 week, but because of the holidays, our demo won't be until the week after Thanksgiving. But I've finished up most everything. The last few things that I haven't finished are well, basically I haven't went back and redone the entire project in React is what's going on, but we'll get to that in a second. So let me start showing you what we got here so you're not staring at the same screen forever. It's an architecture website. Set up here, here's the navigation toolbar with our little hamburger. Click that, we get a nice full screen fade in with our different links here. Different colors on hover. We got the little X that we close back out where it fades back out. And we got some scroll animations where we got our overview of Smith & Jones Architects. We've got some hover effects here on the buttons. These do actually link over to other pages on the site, as you can see. This will be our About Us page, but we'll get back to that in a second. As we scroll down here, I've got different project cards that I animate flipping over as you scroll onto them. So this is the villas, for example. This one flips the opposite way because it has the opposite card. And then down here, the blocks flip the same way as the original to match the side of the card. And then down here, we've got just a simple little footer with different locations, their copyright notice, and a short little email input. And that's basically the homepage that I've went through and made for them. I've come to determine that jumbotrons are not quite as bad as I thought. Still not my favorite things to make. But as you can see, okay, the home services and contact page, this was the MVP. I got to the About Us and the project pages as well, which were extra features that they requested, but was not mandatory. So we'll go over here to services, if zooms in as a fade. This works with the components that I was talking about from JavaScript. Is we've got this tab navigation here where we can cycle through and yeah, check that out. Fade in and out, it's a thing I like to do. Smooth out the transition a little bit so it's just not snappy. Services page is real simple. The contact page here does the same effect coming in. It's real simple as well. It's what you would expect. Basically, enter your email address, how many buildings would you like, a different overview. You can kind of rescale here. I didn't know it actually rescale those. Might actually look at that. And then you got your little radio buttons and your submit button. Not my favorite part of the design file here, but this is redundant in my opinion. So yeah, you got contact over there, but you've got contact down here. There might be a reason for it. I'm not a designer, so my opinion in that area is very, very small. Here we got the About Us where I have this fading down. Now I did have to design this 100% myself, where I said like the home services and contact were MVP. They came with design files. The About Us and projects tabs did not. So I kind of just went with a typical meet our team, and as you scroll down you can see that different team members float up into action there. So I like that one. I'm pretty proud of that. And then we got our project page, which kind of combines a couple things here where this floats down and this zooms in. I've got a vertical carousel, which I hate making carousels, but I wanted to try something a little different. I made a vertical carousel. I'm calling this a Ferris wheel, just for fun. But it's auto displaying, kind of fast. Honestly, I could probably slow that down a little bit, but you can click through. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's me doing that. There we go. Yeah, see, and once you click, the autoplay stops. That way you can have time to actually read things if you're interested. You actually have to engage it with a click for it to stop the autoplay to, fully read it. It just autoplays to catch your attention. But that's the basics of this whole project, which is supposed to be like a full-fledged project from start to finish. This I completed in about 2 days, which I thought was not too bad, all things considering. I think this went really smoothly. I liked it. I think it turned out pretty well. It's probably, definitely, as far as websites go, the one I'm most proud of. As far as like neat little applications go, I got a couple other things I think are pretty cool, but that's beside the point. But here we can see that I have started refactoring it into React. Looks very similar, doesn't it? You can see here I haven't got the animation in on the menu here, or the nav bar, or whatever you want to call it. But I did work on some of these do have their animations that come through. This doesn't flip the opposite way like the other one does. I haven't went back in and fixed that yet, but React is the first technology at Lambda that I don't really have any previous experience with. Like, I do and I don't. I've done a couple of like tutorial walkthroughs on YouTube kind of thing, but I'm waiting to hear back from Coursera about a scholarship for a React course. I'm going to try to take that concurrently as we start React, which is going to happen right after Thanksgiving, and get some extra practice in with that, because I do like React. So it's a technology I'm thinking about going further with, whether it be career or fun projects, whatever. But I do have the services page. Click that. We close that back out. Look at this. It's not done, obviously. We're missing the big tab nav here, but got that started. And I got the contact page. Just the bare bones minimum here. And for those of you who don't know, what makes React really cool is that this is a single page application. None of this is reloading, not from the back end anyway. This is all on the front without having to connect to the server. It just is modifying the data that it's showing, which is why honestly I spent maybe 3 hours just figuring out how to make these links work, because you're not really linking to a separate page like you normally would. You're basically telling it to change the default data that it's rendering here. But that's the basics of what I've got done as far as start to finish there. I got the full vanilla page done, and then I'm working through React right now. And then if you want a little more detailed thing, we use Trello and Trello boards, which this is my first time using them. I love them as well. I could use this in my life. But the backlog here was all the extra features that wasn't required. The to-do list was originally for the MVP. In progress and done are pretty self-explanatory. And you can see I set myself little goals here. All these dates I set myself. They don't do that. You just have one due date for the entire project, but I like to micromanage myself with a due date as well as detailed checklists here. So this is Trello. Oh, I love Trello. Not all of them have the super list, because this is, service page tab navigator. It's either done or it's not. But you can see this is where I'm working now. I'm only planning on getting through the MVP with React. I don't think I'm going to, not right away, go through and do the entire page again, but we'll see what happens with that. But as you can see, this in progress convert to a single page application with React is what I have to work on, and then if I want to, the final extra feature was to host the website on a domain that I own, which I don't own, but I do get paid before the project's due, so this might actually get done. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to invest in that or not. And then one last thing just to verify that I've been busy. This is my GitHub for the repository. This is the extra features branch, which contains every commit, and I do commit frequently, but I just wanted to give you all a quick glimpse here into what my week's been. So, okay, 3 days ago is when I started. The first thing I worked on was the navigation and then the Jumbotron, and you can kind of see the progression here as we go up through, keep going. There's all that. And this is all instructor stuff from Lambda. If I go newer, you can see I've got another whole page from 7 hours ago. Was the last thing. Was that the last thing I pushed? I don't believe that. I guess it was. I need to push some stuff then. But yeah, you can see I feel like I've been working my ass off for this one, but I'm really happy with it. Let me know what you all think. Did I do good? Do y'all think I should pass? Let me know. This video is definitely going to be released before demo day, so if you're watching this before Thanksgiving, I'll say. I guess I shouldn't date the video. Some people care about that. I don't. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I'll get graded on this. So thank you all for watching. Like I said, this is mostly just a little bit of an update on why I've been a little bit behind, but with me busting through getting as much done as I have and having a week off for vacation, I'm really hoping to be able to have extra time to record a bunch of stuff for everyone, because I've got a couple requests in for videos and things of that nature. So I'm going to work on those over the break and try to get kind of a backlog of videos that just need to be edited, because I have a harder time recording than I do editing. So if I can get a bunch recorded over this break like I'm planning on, then by the time I get back in school, I'll just have to worry about editing a few videos a week, and we'll be back on a regular schedule. So as always, thank you all for watching. Like I said, let me know down in the comments what you think of my project, and I will heart y'all in the next one.